Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Dirt Slingers Racing League Wednesday Night Warrior Series. This week it is the big blocks on track at Limaland, but before we get into the action, we're going to send it down trackside, get our national anthem and prayer underway, so that way we can come back and get ready for heat race number 1. So we'll be back in just a second.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we are already underway with heat race number 1, jumping right into the action. It's Edmond Trophy Company heat race. We are underway with lap number 1 of 8, and I'll just run through who is in this heat race. Sean Hughes, Reed Rundle, Jacob Smuts, Jason Enoch, Chase Crowder, David Kondrowski, Justin Wilson, Buddy Ware, and Mason Leon not making the call. There are 24 cars here in this server. We're already working our way through. It's Reed Rundle and Sean Hughes battling it out for the race lead. 3 heat races is for tonight here in week number 10. Coming to 4 to go already. Look at the battle on back there. Here comes Jacob Smuts through as well. Tim Nichols, hello. Kelsey, hello. Thanks for tuning in. Always rooting on Garrett Boyd. Cody Kelly, good to see you in the chats. Jacob Smuts coming for the race lead over Reed Rundle. He drove his way up there. Now here comes Chase Crowder as well in the 6 car on the top side. Two laps left to go. It's Smuts, Rundle, and Crowder, your top 3. Then it's Hughes in 4th. White flag in the air. We'll see if Jacob Smuts can come around and take the win. Chase Crowder is making up some momentum, but he might be out of time. Into 3 and 4 one last time here for the Edmond Trophy Company heat race. It's going to be Jacob Smuts taking home the win. He gets the Edmond Trophy Company heat race win, and we'll move on to heat race number 2. Jumping right into the action there. Sorry to get to run through the grid. Was a little short on time. Wanted to make sure we got right to the action and didn't miss any of it. So we'll get the grid here for this heat race. Starting on row number 1, your pole sitter for Pinkala Auto Solutions from Oak Creek, Wisconsin, the 41 of Ryan Fisher. Starting second, the 90 of Trevor Royer. Row number 2, starting third, the 93 of Rory Collins. Starting fourth, the 77 of Blaze Baker. Row number 3, starting fifth, the 20 of Keenan Batters. Starting sixth for Cadillac from Albany, New York, the 110 of Kevin Hanley. Row number 4, starting seventh for Shark RC Car Bodies from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin. That's the 112 of Chris Johnson. Row 8 for Black Flag Racing, Scrub-A-Dub Car Wash from Waterford, Wisconsin, the 8 of Peter Breeze. That's going to round it out here. 8 cars here in this heat race. Jerry checking in from San Diego. Hello. Brittany checking in, rooting on her dad. Paul will be coming up probably in the next heat race, I believe. It's going to go quick here at Limaland for week number 10. As I said, big blocks back on track, and we are underway with our School of Sim Racing heat race. Heat race number 2 of 3 on the night. Ryan Fisher, Blaze Baker, Roy Collins, Trevor Royer. Don't count Kevin Hanley out here. He comes as well as they're almost 3 wide off of 2. Baker and Royer battling it out for the second and third place positions. It is Ryan Fisher out front. Here comes Baker to the inside of Fisher. Gonna stop that car on the low line. Here comes Kevin Hanley. He was in 5th a second ago. Now he was taking a look for the 3rd and even 2nd spot down the backstretch. Still Fisher out front. Baker trying to find some inside room. Can't make it work. Trevor Royer in the 3rd spot trying to work the high side. He gets into Fisher. They're going to get it together and go around. It's going to put Baker and Hanley out front now, and that's going to give us our first caution of the night. We'll go back and look at it, but we saw it already on camera. I don't know if there's a little bit of a glitch there or lag or what it was, but Fisher gets a little loose, gets a little sideways in the corner, and Trevor Royer, not much room to go, just kind of gets into Ryan Fisher there, spins the 41 car around, contact between the two of them, and we got a caution on the night. Yes, Tim Nichols, I did tune in a little bit for the General Tire Winter Nationals on Monday night. It seemed like it was a pretty good opening night of racing. I was listening to Roger broadcast it, and it seemed like it was entertaining to watch for sure. A lot of good racing all over the place, and hopefully that continues for the rest of the series. So Blaze Baker will be your new race leader as we go to the green flag once again. Kevin Hanley in 2nd now. Peter Breeze in 3rd. Baker and Hanley have pulled away from Breeze in 3rd, and Breeze getting pressured by Rory Collins here for that 3rd place spot. Kevin Hanley trying to take the race lead now as they come to 2 to go. Hanley to the inside in 1 and 2. Dive it on in 3 and 4, slide up. Here comes Baker crossing them over to the inside. Now it's Baker to the inside, Hanley to the top side, and Hanley's got to run down the backstretch into 3 and 4. White flag in the air. Can Kevin Hanley come around and take the win? He will. He will take the School of Sim Racing heat race win. Baker will come across in 2nd, Breeze 3rd, Collins 4th, Johnson 5th, Batter 6th, Royer 7th, and Fisher in 8th. That'll set up our last heat race of the night already. So it'll be the Scott King Design heat race. We'll give you the grid for this race. Starting on the front row for Team Outlaw, 7 Up and Brooks Transport from Blackberry, Minnesota, the 29 of Paul Crumry. To his outside, starting 2nd for BGI SimSport, Paints by Boyd and BGI from Tahlequah, Oklahoma, the 9 of Colby Cooper. Row number 2, starting 3rd, the 88 of Garrett Boyd, starting 4th, the 16 of Chris Brown. Row number 3, starting 5th For Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim Simstyles and BMRS. From Pittsburgh, Indiana, it's a 42 of Mason Hannigan, starting 6th. 07 of Jaden Wolf. Row number 4, starting 7th for Team SKD, Tully Lake Vet and Fast Wings from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's a 118 of Scott King, and starting 8th, 01 of Jason Schilling. 8 cars ready to go. Final heat race of the night. We are green. All Crummery Colby Cooper leading us to the green flag. 3 wide as they come out at 2 that time. And here comes Garrett Boyd already jumping up to the race lead. Crummery and Cooper are going to dive underneath. We got a battle. 3 wide once again as they go into 1 and 2. Colby Cooper in the middle. Here comes Garrett Boyd off the top side. And it looks like Boyd is going to be your new race leader. Crummery going to try to come to the inside. Can't do it. And Boyd able to pull an advantage there and pull away for the race lead. Now it's going to be a battle between Crummery and Cooper for 2nd and 3rd. Jaden Wolf hanging back there along with Mason Hannigan. Looks like Cooper able to pull ahead of Crummery now for the 2nd spot. Here comes Jaden Wolf to the top side. He's going to go around Crummery and now go around Cooper down the backstretch. Jaden Wolf looking to go from 4th to 2nd in half a lap. And when they come around at the line, he is in the 2nd place spot. He's got around Colby Cooper now. Paul Crummery was stuck on the bottom. Now he's going to go to the top side, and he's going to go around Colby Cooper, or at least make an attempt to as they come out of 3 and 4. Cooper trying to pin him up there, and it looks like he took a shot from Mason Hannigan there. Coming into 1 and 2. Now they go down the backstretch. We're still watching 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Paul Crummery trying to get around Colby Cooper, and Mason Hannigan following right in his tracks. Hannigan hard into the wall in 1 and 2, running in that 5th place spot. Let's jump back up to your race leader, Garrett Boyd, coming to the white flag. Pretty good distance over Jaden Wolf in 2nd. Then we're back to where that battle was. Looks like Colby Cooper has settled it down in the 3rd spot. White flag in the air, and Garrett Boyd is going to take the Scott King's Design heat race win. Wolf 2nd, Cooper 3rd, Crummery 4th, Schilling 5th, Hannigan 6th, Brown 7th, and King in 8th. All right, looks like we're going to get set for B main, gritting out on the racetrack. I believe we'll be taking most of these guys, except for probably about 2 to the show. And I'm going to do the full grid just because we skipped a few of those in the beginning. So starting on the pole, the 66 of Jason Enoch, starting 2nd. For Sharks RC Car Bodies from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, that's the 112 of Chris Johnson. Row number 2, starting 3rd, the 01 of Jason Schilling, starting 4th, the 02 of Justin Wilson. Row number 3, starting 5th, the 20 of Keenan Batters, starting 6th. He's going to be for Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim Simstyles BMRS from Pittsburgh, Indiana, the 42 of Mason Hannigan. Row number 4, starting 7th, the 15 of David Konjerski, starting 8th, Trevor Royer. Row number 5, starting 9th, the 16 of Chris Brown, starting 10th for Beware Racing, Superior Builder from Iola, Kansas, that's the 17 of Buddy Ware. Row number 6, starting 11th for Pincala Auto Solutions, Oak Creek, Wisconsin's own 41 of Ryan Fisher. And then we have for Team SKD, Tully Lake Vet and Fast Wings from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, that's Scott King in the 118. And 13th, the 115 of Mason Leon. Getting ready to go here with our B main. B main brought to us by School of Sim Racing, and we're getting ready to go once again. Green flag in the air, Jason Enoch, Chris Johnson leading us to the green flag. Oh, there goes Enoch around on the backstretch, and that's going to bring out a caution. Let's see what happened to Enoch. Here's the start once again. Chris Johnson on his outside. Does he get help, or does he just go around all on his own? A little bit of both. He was already trying to dive down to the bottom. Got a little help there from Schilling, and around he goes. That'll bring out our 2nd caution of the day. First one here of the B main. So let's reset the order. It's Chris Johnson, Jason Schilling, Justin Wilson, Keenan Batters, Mason Hannigan, your top 5, David Konjerski, Trevor Royer, Chris Brown, Buddy Ware, Ryan Fisher, Scott King, Mason Leon, and Jason Enoch. Your order, they're going to put it double file once again for the restart. Here we go. About to go green once again. Jason Schilling, Chris Johnson going to lead us to the green flag. We are back underway with the B main. Coming around to complete lap number 2. It's Jason Schilling out front with Chris Johnson. There's Mason Hannigan sneaking his way into the picture. So I'm guessing we're probably taking about the top 10. We had 24 cars in the server. So that would give us, if we took the top 3 from each heat race, that would give us 9. So we take 11. And we got another caution on the racetrack. Mason Leon having some trouble. He's on pit road. Let's go see why that should have happened. How that could have happened. Right behind Buddy Ware. Gets a little tap off the 15 of Konjerski. Turns around right in front of Scott King. And that'll do her. That'll bring out the caution flag. So we'll jump back up with Jason Schilling, your race leader. There goes Enoch getting a lap back. And once again, here we go, green flag racing, B main back underway, and Schilling and Hannigan having a little bit of contact there off the start. Here comes Schilling to the inside, slider on Hannigan. Makes a little contact with the nose of Hannigan's car. Here comes Hannigan back to the inside, and we got another caution on the racetrack. Looks like Chris Johnson having some trouble. Let's go see how that happened. There's Royer to the inside. Yeah, I don't know if Royer knew he was there. It looks like they kind of got hooked together a little bit, and Johnson gets sent into the outside wall there at the entrance of turn 3. And that brings out our 3rd or 4th caution of the B main. Once again, jump up with your race leader, Jason Schilling. You get him double file once again, ready to go. Green flag in the air once again. Here we go. Looks like Mason Hannigan jumping out to the early race lead there on the restart. And look at Trevor Royer. Royer working the inside now as we come to the halfway point. Hannigan out front now, trying to make sure he gets himself into the feature. Royer trying to make that bottom line work, but Batters and Schilling not going to let that happen. Let's go back here and look at that 3rd and 4th. Oh, we got a big pile up. That's going to bring out a caution. Waiting for it to go yellow, and it's not. Schilling's going to get the worst end of this deal. We're still green. And that was a massive pile up there in 3 and 4 in front of Trevor Royer and Buddy Ware and Keenan Batters. I don't know what happened, but I do know there was cars turned a couple different directions. A couple of them got them going in the right direction once again, but Jason Schilling got booted out of the way. He's back to the 11th position. Royer now in 2nd, Buddy Ware in 3rd, and Chris Brown in 4th. Keenan Batters in the 5th spot, and they're beating on each other back here at the 5th spot. David Konjerski in there, and Justin Wilson as well. I saw Batters' car go a couple different directions, and now we do have a caution flag come out. let's go back and see. It looks like Chris Johnson was having some trouble. It's Ryan Fisher to his inside here. Oh, Konjerski went around. See, I told you they were beating on each other. David Konjerski goes around. Let's see how that happened. Spun around a little bit, then gets hit a couple different times. So Mason Hannigan, now your race leader. And go green once again. Trevor Royer, Buddy Ware, your top, rounding out your top three. Green flag back in the air. Buddy Ware looking under Trevor Royer for that second spot. White flag in the air. Mason Hannigan making his way into 3 and 4. He's going to come around, take the B-Main win here, the School of Sim Racing B-Main. Trevor Royer, Buddy Ware, Chris Brown, Keenan Batters, or no, Justin Wilson rounds out your top 5. Keenan Batters 6th, Ryan Fisher 7th, Scott King 8th, Jason Schilling 9th. Diamond scoring got away from me there, but we're going to go to a warm-up session. So while we do that, we're going to step away and thank a few of our sponsors, and we'll be back with your feature on the racetrack in just a short moment. All right, welcome back to the Dirt Racing Network. A little bit of a warm-up session going on here. A couple cars turned over sideways and upside down and rolling over. Giving the drivers a few minutes here to work in the track. See in the chat, our own Dirt Racing Network is calling out Cody Kelly, calling him a slacker, probably for not coming in here tonight, I'm assuming. Not quite sure what the insult there was, but I'm sure Roger has a reason for it. All right, so Cody you must be having some internet connection issues, is what I'm understanding from the chat, I'm guessing. Well, in a few moments after they clean this pile up here, we will be getting to our feature. And looking back at the results, it hasn't mattered if it's been big blocks or UMPs for Garrett Boyd. He's found himself on the podium now 3 straight weeks, and he's finished on all 3 steps of the podium. First, second, and third. Last week he finished second. 2 weeks ago, he found the top stop. 3 weeks ago, he just found himself onto the podium. Built him a little bit of success here in this Wednesday Night Warrior Series. So we're getting ready to wrap it up here with our warm-up session and get our feature underway. We'll see if he can go 4 for 4 here this week. Back in the big blocks. Last time he was in the big blocks, as we said, was 2 weeks ago, and that's when he was up on the top step of the podium. So we'll see what he can do this week here at Limaland. We're going to get ready to go. All right, and Tim Nichols letting us know that there is a General Tire prize pack for the winner. A little more incentive here on Wednesday night. Let's give you your feature for the Wichita Tire and Alignment Wednesday Night Warrior Series, starting on the front row, Jacob Smuts and Kevin Hanley. Row number 2, starting 3rd, Garrett Boyd, starting 4th, Chase Crowder. Row number 3, starting 5th, Blaze Baker, starting 6th, Jaden Wolf. Row number 4, starting 7th, Reed Rundle, starting 8th, Peter Breeze. Row number 5, starting 9th, Colby Cooper, starting 10th, Sean Hughes. Row number 6, starting 11th, Rory Collins, starting 12th, Paul Crumry. Row number 7, starting 13th, Mason Hannigan, starting 14th, Trevor Royer. Row number 8, starting 15th, Buddy Ware, starting 16th, Chris Brown. Row number 9, starting 17th, Justin Wilson, starting 18th, Keenan Batters. And row number 10, starting 19th, Ryan Fisher, and starting 20th, Scott King. Gonna get ready to go. 35 green flag only laps. Jacob Smuts, Kevin Hanley going to lead us to the green flag. Here we go, out of turn 4, green flag in the air. Wichita Tire and Alignment Wednesday Night Warrior feature is underway. See if Smuts can hold off, because here comes Garrett Boyd already, trying to make a run on the bottom for the race lead. Top line working though. Here comes Smuts and Hanley, getting a push from Crowder as well. We just saw some really good heat race action. Here comes Kevin Hanley, split in the middle. He's going to throw that 110 car there in the middle of Jacob Smuts and Garrett Boyd. Blaze Baker back there in the 4th spot as well. And we got our first caution of the feature. See Chase Crowder. He was up there battling with these guys. What happened? Did he catch the outside wall? Yes, he did. Just grazed it. Coming out of 4, takes a shot there from Jaden Wolf. Maybe just a little bump from Wolf. That brings out our first caution of the night. It was just starting to get interesting up front. Kevin Hanley must know that prize pack is available, because he put it 3 wide down the front stretch in between Jacob Smuts and Garrett Boyd. So the order is Jacob Smuts, Kevin Hanley, Garrett Boyd, Blaze Baker, and Jaden Wolf, your top 5. Reed Rundle, Colby Cooper, Peter Breeze, Sean Hughes, and Paul Crumry, your top 10. Going to stack them up in double file once again. Get ready to go green flag racing. And if we can get a long stint in here, it definitely will take the intensity up a little bit and provide a lot better racing. We've seen it, especially in the heat races, just 8 laps. There can be a lot of action in 8 laps. We're back green flag racing. Here comes Garrett Boyd to the bottom once again, and this is what I'm talking about. These 3 up front are driving aggressive. It's Jacob Smuts, Kevin Hanley, and Garrett Boyd battling it out here up front. Smuts holding off Hanley for the time being, but here comes a run off the top side for Kevin Hanley. Pushing it in there once again. We got a car flipping. That looked like Reed Rundle possibly. Flipping down the front stretch. Hey, look at that. I was right. Reed Rundle going for a ride down here, down the front stretch. Battling with Colby Cooper, Blaze Baker, Jaden Wolf right in front of him. Paul Crumry right behind him. Just catches that outside wall. And I think he did 2, now 3 flips. Comes to rest in the middle of 1 and 2. There's a couple cars here having trouble coming out of turn 4, just grazing that outside wall. It's enough to throw these modifieds off. That time we saw a pretty rough crash for Reed Rundle. Only made it 6 laps here into the feature. 2 cautions. Top 3 staying the same. It's going to get exciting once we go green flag racing again. We've seen these guys be aggressive off the restarts, and here we go. Green flag back in the air. Good jump there for Jacob Smuts that time. Smuts able to pull away from Hanley and Boyd. Boyd all over Kevin Hanley at the moment. Here comes Jaden Wolf looking at 3rd as well. We're going to jump back here and look at this battle going on. Here comes Boyd to the inside in 3 and 4. Going to slide up half the racetrack there in the corner. Can't get to Hanley. He got a tire inside of him. Now he's going to lose momentum. Here comes Jaden Wolf to the top side, looking to take that 3rd place spot away. Boyd going to dive it back in. Hanley and Wolf get together. That allows Boyd to close back in on Hanley. Hanley basically stopped his car in 3 and 4 and now trying to turn down. That's going to allow Blaze Baker to come underneath as well. Hanley losing the 2nd spot now has a chance to lose the 3rd spot to Baker as well. Here comes Wolf. They're beating on each other. Hanley and Wolf have been making some contact in the last couple corners. We're going to watch this go into 3 and 4 once again. This time it looks like Hanley's been able to pull away from Wolf and be able to separate the 2 cars. Here comes Kobe Cooper into the mix as well. Top 2 have broke away now from this 3rd, 4th, and 5th place battle. Things settling in a little bit, hopefully for the better. It seems like when you have quite a few restarts like that, you know, they say restarts breed more cautions, or cautions breed cautions. And that's definitely been true on the initial start of the race. We had 2 cautions, and now that we've kind of got going, we're able to click off a few laps here, and hopefully for the better. Jacob Smuts out front, leading the pack. Garrett Boyd hanging on Blaze Baker in the 3rd spot. A little trouble there for Smuts coming out of 2. Boyd trying to close in. He's closed in quite a bit now as they go through 1 and 2. Might have a battle for the lead here in the next lap or so. Boyd to the inside in 3 and 4. Within a car and a half now, Garrett Boyd as they cross the line. Boyd looking to the inside down the backstretch, not able to close in. He was able to close in through the corners, pulling that slider. Smuts able to pull away down the straightaways. Baker's been able to pull away from Hanley for the moment for that 3rd place spot. Smuts had a better corner that time, and I think Boyd had to check up a little bit. Didn't like the line he was taking. He's going to get a run down the backstretch, pull back within a car and a half, and no better. And it's going to get entertaining here in a moment because we're 2 to 3 laps away from them encountering lappers. They're going to run up on the back of Ryan Fisher. That'll be the first lapper to negotiate. Navigate, I should say. That's a better word than negotiate. But here they come. They're still battling for this race lead. Garrett Boyd is there. And how they navigate around these lappers is going to determine the outcome of this race. Schmutz got the line down the backstretch. He's going to go to the high side of Fisher. Here comes Boyd, going to follow in his tracks. Still looking a lane lower, trying to find room. We got a caution on the racetrack. That's going to change everything up. A car sitting on its side. I think that might be Paul Crumry. No. Yep, it was Paul Crumry. Let's go see why Crumry. Oh, might have to go back a little bit farther. Here he is, running right behind Trevor Royer. Comes into 3 and 4. Gets to the high line. Outside wall, stays off of it. Into 1 and 2. A little, had to straighten the car out a little bit there. And 1 and 2. 3 and 4, still okay. Gets into the wall in 1 and 2, and that will definitely cause the issue. Might have took an extra shot there that we didn't see from another car going by. He ends up on his driver's side facing the racetrack, and that brings out, I think, our third caution of the night. Lets us catch our breath because it was getting entertaining up front, especially as they were starting to get into lappers. I always think that makes it better when that starts to happen, but we made it. We do the math here, 16 laps, a green flag stretch there. We got about 12 to go and go back green flag racing, so if we could have that stretch again, you might start to see them get into lappers once again. And that would make it for more great racing. Smuts and Boyd have definitely been the two of the class of the field here today. All right, looks like we're ready to go green flag racing once again. Garrett Boyd diving to the inside. It's going to make it interesting as they go through 1 and 2. Who's going to be able to pull the lead out? It is Jacob Smuts coming around. Got to keep an eye on that third place battle as well now that the gap has closed. Looks like Blaze Baker did a great job of pulling a gap there on the restart over Kevin Hanley. Now he drives it deep into 3 and 4. Closes up on Garrett Boyd for that second place spot. Paul Crumry is out front of Smuts and Boyd at the moment. Blaze Baker's at the back door of Garrett Boyd there, entering 1 and 2. We're going to keep an eye on the second and third place battle for a minute, as it could get entertaining. Kevin Handley's joining the conversation as well. Here he comes. And Boyd able to pull away from Baker now. Got some breathing room. Jacob Smut's going to come up on Crumry here. See if he's going to actually be able to get around him. If he can find a line to do so, or if Crumry's going to hold him up. He goes to the top side. Crumry almost puts it sideways in 3 and 4. Going to slow Smuts up for maybe half a second, not too much. Crumry to the bottom now, going to let Smuts go by, roll that bottom line. Doing the proper thing, letting the leaders go by. Coming to 5 to go, and there's contact between Handley and Baker. They got together in 3 and 4. That slowed both of them up. Mason Hannigan there now in the 5th spot. Kobe Cooper back there as well. This could be an interesting battle here for that 3rd place spot. Handley looking to the inside now. In 1 and 2, he's got the line. Can he hold it down the backstretch? Yes, he will. He'll move his car up to the 3rd spot, getting back around Blaze Baker. We got a caution on the racetrack. Justin Wilson having some issues. Let's see, going in, Peter Breeze right in front of him. Looks like he's rubbed the right side of that car a couple times tonight. Oh, Peter Breeze just lost it. Got turned around in the middle of 1 and 2. That middle lane there, actually more exiting turn 2. And Wilson had nowhere to go. And he got hit by Buddy Ware as well. That brings out another caution, which means we're going to have a green-white checkered shootout to decide this thing. Gonna wait another lap before we go green. They're still not going to go green, waiting for cars to get back in line where they need to be. hopefully next time around we get to go green. It'll be 3 laps. It's Smuts, Boyd, Baker, Hanley, Hannigan, Cooper, Crowder, Brown, Royer, Hughes, your top 10. Smuts and Boyd gonna lead us back to the green flag. Here we go. 3 laps to decide the feature. Who's gonna get the win? Who's gonna be on the podium? We're about to find out as we make our way through turns 1 and 2. Most importantly, who's gonna get that prize pack? We come to the white flag this time. Boyd trying to get to the bottom. Can't do it there. Hanley looking inside Baker. Oh, Garrett Boyd took a tap off the left rear of Smuts. Baker is turned. Boyd slots into the second position. He's going to hold on. Smuts is going to take the win, and it's a pileup after the finish line. But Jacob Smuts takes the Wichita Tire and Alignment Wednesday Night Warrior feature. Garrett Boyd comes across in second. Kevin Hanley finds himself up on the podium. We'll get these 3 stopped up here on the front stretch. All right, there we go. We'll just keep it like that for now, and we'll get these 3 guys up in here. Starting with your 3rd place finisher, Kevin Hanley. Let's see if we can grab him, bring him on up. Kevin, you there?
I got you.
All right, man. Pretty intense night for you, just trying to get up on the podium. Got it done there after the last restart. Let's just talk about how you've ended up getting up here on the podium.
Well, thankfully I started second in the feature, so I actually dropped the spot. But yeah, once we got battling there, we were pretty much right in the top. That was the place to be. But probably the last 5 laps or so, I think the middle line came in. You know, I think I was faster than the top 3. I was able to get one of them, but you know, didn't have time to really get much else.
So you said that you think you're fast. You think if we would have stayed green, you would have had time to get up there and battle with maybe Smuts or Boyd for the win tonight?
It depends on how fast they came off the top, because I think the top went away right at the end. The middle was starting to come in, but didn't have much time to make it work.
All right, man. Up here on the podium, is there anyone you'd like to thank for your finish here tonight?
Yeah, I would just like to thank DSRL, yourself and Roger for putting on the show, putting on the broadcast, and all the league sponsors.
All right, that's our 3rd place finisher here tonight, Kevin Hanley. We'll get the rest of the guys up here in the booth. We'll bring up Garrett Boyd next. Garrett, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, man, you're starting to make this a weekly occurrence up here on the podium.
Yeah, we're trying to. I'd like to be a step higher, but we're trying.
4 weeks in a row now we've had you on the Wednesday night podium, and tonight, 2nd place. Looked like you might have been able to compete there with Jacob for a minute, especially when you got into those lappers, but unfortunately that caution came out, and then we had a couple more that kind of slowed the momentum of the race.
Yeah, I was faster than him up top, and I knew I was, and I was trying to cut down. There wasn't enough moisture in the middle to try to pull down off the top and get a decent run.
Were you happy to see that caution come out, or would you rather try to navigate those lappers and think you would have had a better chance that way?
Probably 50-50 on that. It would have been fun to battle in traffic, but normally when you battle in traffic, something happens, and I don't want anything. I mean, I'd rather race it out and have a good race than one of us crash or we end up crashing somebody and that's getting lapped.
All right, man. 4 weeks in a row. Does that bring momentum for week number 5?
I hope so. Hopefully we can get it a step above next week.
All right. Who would you like to thank for your podium finish here this week?
I got to thank BGI SimSport, mom, grandma, and girlfriend, as always.
All right, that's your second place finisher, Garrett Boyd. We'll get your race winner up here in the booth, Jacob Smuts. Jacob, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Top step of the podium this week. How does it feel?
It feels awesome. That's the first league win I've ever got.
Look at that. How about that? Way to get it done here tonight. What do you think made your car so good tonight and kept you up front?
Just my BGI SimSport guys. They help me out week in, week out. Now I kind of chopped Garrett's nose off a little bit there on the last lap, but I said I was sorry for that, but I wanted that win so bad.
Hey, coming to the checkered flag, anything can happen, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. Who would you like to thank other than your BGI guys for your finish here tonight?
Oh, there's so many people to thank. Like first, I forgot my wife last time I finished top 3, so I'm gonna thank her first because she puts up with this stuff all the time. I mean, BSB Manufacturing, Laundryland, Jerry's Electric, Dawn's Transmission, Stacy's Restaurant. All them people help me out on my real car in real life on my IMCA modified. They're the real ones that really help me out here.
Well, I don't know if you knew this or not, but you're also going to receive a General Tire prize pack as well. So, little extra bonus here for your first win.
That is amazing. Thank you guys, and the DSRL for putting on this league. This is, I'm having fun now.
Oh, it always feels a little bit better when you get the win. All right, congratulations to Jacob Smuts, our race winner here tonight, and his first win here in our series. We're going to give you the final grid as we wrap it up here from Limaland. Not the grid, we want the results. There we go. As we mentioned, Jacob Smuts finally breaking through for his first win. Garrett Boyd in second. 4 weeks in a row now we've seen that 88 car up here on the podium. And Kevin Hanley breaking through for a third place finish. Kobe Cooper finishes fourth. Chase Crowder rounds out your top 5. Mason Hannigan 6th. Blaze Baker 7th. Chris Brown 8th. Trevor Royer 9th. And Sean Hughes in 10th. 11th, Reed Rundle. 12th, Keenan Batters. 13th, Scott King. 14th, Buddy Ware. 15th, Rory Collins. 16th, Ryan Fisher. 17th, Justin Wilson. 18th, Jaden Wolf. 19th, Paul Crumry. And 20th, Peter Breeze. That's going to wrap it up here from Limaland. I clicked the grid once again. Do not want to do that. Man, I'm making technical mistakes left and right here to end it. But it's not going to end the night here for the Dirt Racing Network. It will end the night, however, for the Dirt Slingers Racing League. Come back in about 40 minutes, and we're going to have another feature on the racetrack. It's going to be the Dirt Kings UMPs. I think it's week number 4, so it's a double points week here for them. So come back at 9:30. We'll be on all 3 channels as the NARC is off this week. So it'll be just my broadcast at 9:30. So everyone that tuned in tonight, thank you for joining us. Thank you to all of our sponsors, Tim Nichols, General Tire. Thanks for the prize pack. Thanks for everyone else who sponsors the series as well. And we are done here with week number 10. We're closing in on the end of the season. A few more weeks left here for the Wednesday Night Warrior series. For Roger Wagner, I'm Dom Santina. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully see you in a little bit. If not, have a good night, everyone.